The #1 seed in the East, Duke.
Been one of the best teams all year.
The lone ACC team still rolling. No one has ever won a national championship as a player and a head coach with the same program. And Jon Scheyer's got the #1 team in the nation. What an impressive job. And the shoes he had to fill. 3 straight NCAA tournaments, back-to-back Elite Eights. And he's headed to his first Final Four as a head coach.
All right, Jon, year 3, 2 Elite Eights, Final Four. How much has this gone to script?
In my mind, 3 national championships sounds even better. No, we felt we could have great success, but you also want to have great humility, understanding how hard it is. And so to be in a Final Four and to go to 2 Elite Eights, I don't take that lightly, and hope it's a great groundwork for all the things we can do here.
A lot of talk about Flagg's offense, rightly so. Flag pushing, looks at the clock, fires a 3, down it goes!
He is a good defender, too.
Denied by Flag! Get a good look at him while you can. A teenage basketball savant.
You get a guy like Cooper Flagg. What was your thought process in how you were going to build a roster around Cooper?
We knew we had a special guy to start with in Cooper, and we also knew we had a really good freshman class where we felt they could make a big impact. But you can't just win with that. And so the importance of a Tyrese Proctor coming back, the importance of a Caleb Foster coming back was huge for us. And so the roster construction now in 2025, when you're going through a year to year, to me is by far the most important thing you can do.
One thing I don't think your team gets enough credit for is how they defend.
Malawatch with the denial.
Duke in complete control.
They defend like your dad's favorite Duke team.
What is it about the team defense aspect that has made this team so successful?
Well, I don't think you can be a great defensive team if you don't have the edge and the mindset to play defense. Our guys do. We've embraced that early in the preseason. We didn't work on offense, we worked on defense. And that's something just to instill, especially with a lot of freshmen, just how important every possession is.
This feels like the kind of Duke team that could put themselves into the championship picture.
Only questions you could have about Duke right now, how will they react in close games if you can get them there, because they don't play many.
How much did that Alabama game sort of epitomize that, where you guys just shut off the faucet on the 3?
Yeah, I think that was big. And we shut off the faucet on the 3 while still protecting our paint and eliminating easy shots at our basket. And so our goal this year with our size and length is to keep people in front of us and use our length to really challenge and bottle shots, which for the most part we've done.
The Final Four bracket is set. Duke making its 18th Final Four appearance. And the Houston Cougars punch their ticket with a dominant performance over Tennessee.
You talked about the physicality. There's probably no more physical team than Houston. So how do you deal with their physicality?
Well, you have to have a strong mindset to begin with, and you have to understand that the game's going to be played differently. And look, if you think you can get a ball against Houston and not hit first, then you got another thing coming to you. And when you walk out to the Alamo Dome and you feel how many ever people it is, it does feel different. And so really trying to not put those feelings aside, but to normalize you're going to have those feelings and to defend the ball anyway, to rebound anyway, to play with great force anyway. And that's been our mentality, and I think our guys know they can control how they play regardless of how they feel.